The palace loomed, massive and imposing. Moses and Aaron stood before its gates, two specks against the grandeur. They carried a message, heavy with the weight of God's will. The guards eyed them suspiciously. One word from Pharaoh and these men would be dust. Yet they walked with purpose, their faith a shield against the fear. Inside, the air crackled with tension. Gold glinted, but it couldn't mask the stench of power. Pharaoh sat on his throne, a god in human form. His eyes, cold and calculating, settled on the brothers. A hush fell over the court. Every heartbeat echoed in the silence. This was the lion's den, and they were about to stir the beast. "Let my people go," Moses declared, his voice surprisingly strong. The words hung in the air, a challenge to Pharaoh's authority. He spoke of a God Pharaoh did not know, of a land promised to his people. Aaron stood by his brother's side, his face etched with worry. He had seen the might of Egypt, felt its cruelty firsthand. Pharaoh listened, a hint of amusement playing on his lips. He, the ruler of the most powerful nation on earth, threatened by these slaves? He toyed with them, demanding signs, proof of this God they spoke of. But Moses stood firm. He told of plagues, of fire and darkness, of the might of the one true God. Pharaoh's laughter echoed through the hall. It was a chilling sound, devoid of mirth. He dismissed their words as the ramblings of madmen. His heart, hardened by years of absolute power, refused to yield. "Who is this God that I should obey him?" he scoffed. "I do not know him, and I will not let Israel go." His words fell like stones on the hearts of the Israelites. Hope, so recently kindled, flickered and threatened to die. Pharaoh, in his arrogance, had sealed their fate. He would not be swayed by reason or pleas. His pride, like a wall around his heart, remained unbroken. The confrontation was over. Defeat hung heavy in the air. Section 4. Dust and Despair. The weight of Pharaoh's decree fell upon the Israelites with brutal swiftness. Their meager existence, already one of hardship, became unbearable. The taskmasters, their whips cracking like thunder, demanded more bricks but provided less straw. The Israelites, their backs bent under the scorching sun, scoured the land for stubble. Dust filled their lungs, a taste of their despair. Children cried, their small hands blistered and bleeding. The elders, their bodies racked with pain, could only offer silent prayers. They had dared to hope, to dream of freedom. Now, their chains felt heavier than ever. Section 5. A Prophet's Plea. Moses watched his people suffer, his heart heavy with guilt and despair. He had brought them hope, but it had curdled into bitterness. Had he misunderstood God's word? Had he led them astray? He cried out to God, his voice raw with anguish. "Why, Lord, have you brought trouble on this people? Why did you ever send me?" The silence from heaven was deafening. Doubt gnawed at Moses' faith. He had staked everything on this mission, and now it seemed doomed to fail. He looked at his people, their faces etched with suffering, and a renewed determination filled him. He would not give up. He would trust in God, even in the face of despair. Section 6. Unwavering Faith. The story of Exodus 5 is a stark reminder that the path to freedom is rarely smooth. It is a story of courage and resilience, of faith tested but not broken. Moses, faced with Pharaoh's intransigence and the suffering of his people, could have easily given up. But he chose to cling to his faith even in the darkest hour. We all face trials in our lives, moments when hope seems lost and despair threatens to consume us. It is in these moments that we must remember the unwavering faith of Moses. We must hold fast to our beliefs, even when the world around us seems determined to break us. What challenges do you face in your own life? How can you draw strength from the story of Moses and the Israelites? How can you, like them, find resilience in the face of adversity and emerge stronger on the other side? If you found inspiration in this story, please like, comment, and subscribe to support our channel. Your engagement helps us bring more content like this to you.